Yep.
Okay, hi everyone. Look, we're here today. It's Saturday, the 20th of December, announcing to you that we've actually reached an in-principle agreement on the EBA. Yes, thank you, well done, congratulations, great effort. Long haul, and I'll just announce some very basic conditions of an in-principle agreement at this stage. And then obviously further details will be provided. A bulletin will go out to the members, obviously this podcast, and then we'll provide a draft document to you early in the new year for our members to have a look at. And of course there's the voting process that you have to go through. So we have to go through a lot of formalities before the documentation or the agreement is approved by you, but the union will keep you informed about union members' meetings in January before you vote, so we can give you all of the details, but I'm pleased to say that we do have an in-principle agreement. The conditions of that agreement at this stage, and what I mean by that is it still has to be endorsed by government, but we believe that there is going to be some announcements about that. It is an agreement that is a 2-year agreement expiring on the 31st of December 2016. It is 6% from 1st of January, or from the first full pay period after the 1st of January in 2015, a further 3% on the 1st of July 2015, and a further 3% from the 1st of July 2016. There's also the paramedic work value case that hopefully we will commence in around about April of 2015. And of course, we're all hopeful that we'll get further increases for all those paramedic classifications as an outcome of that work value case. Some additional increases are from the 1st of January, fleet maintenance classifications and people will get a further 2% increase. We did try and get them involved in the work value case, but that was rejected, so Ambulance Victoria and the government have agreed to a further 2%. The clerical and admin classification restructure and pay rates have been agreed to, so many clerical and admin people will see some changes in their classifications and their pay rates on top of the 6% wage increases, the initial 6% wage increase. On the 1st of July 2015, the non-emerged classifications, which includes the PTOs, CTOs, ATAs and the car division communication officers, will get an additional 2% on top of the 3%, the standard 3% wage increase on the 1st of July 2015. We've also achieved an increase in the TRP allowance for anyone that does the temporary reserve. That will now be increased to $196 per week or $49 per shift. AV have also agreed to back pay TRP people that haven't received the TRP allowance, that have been on flexible work arrangements or part-time arrangements on reserve, and they've agreed to back pay those people that haven't received any allowance back to the 1st of July 2014, and the back payment will consist of the old payment of $160 a week or $40 per shift. There's been an increase in the rest break period for the ambulance community officers from 8 hours to 10 hours, so that's a standard rest break now right across the industry. There's been an adjustment, or there will be yearly adjustments to the crib meal allowances based on the increases that come out of the modern award, and that happens around about the 1st of July each year. So there's many conditions that have been improved. We will provide all details to you in full. Obviously, given that it's Saturday the 20th of December, we're just before Christmas, I can assure you everyone at the union has been working tirelessly to achieve this outcome, and we thank you, the members, and in particular the delegates that have worked their guts out over the last 2.5 years, and in particular in the last 6 months and the lead up to the state election, which was never intended by us. It just happened to fall that way. We can never thank the delegates enough, because it was because of their efforts that we have had an outcome today for what we would say is probably the most unbelievable EBA outcome in the history of our industry. They have changed the face of ambulance for us, and they've changed the pressures within our industry that have been relentless for a number of years, and we really appreciate the efforts of the delegates, and in particular the members that have supported each other through such a tireless lengthy campaign. We wish everyone well over Christmas. We will keep you informed. We are going to try and have a few days off, so bear with us until the 2nd of January, but you will get some details prior to that. And then from the 2nd of January, you'll have full-on information, a proper document to read over and vote on throughout the month of January, and we will have some members' meetings throughout that time. All the best. Have a great Christmas. And if you need to desperately contact myself or Danny, you should have our mobiles. It's on all of the bulletins and things like that. So, well done. What was I supposed to say?
I wasn't mentioning the industrial action.
Okay. Leave it. The final thing I should say, as a good faith gesture, all industrial actions will cease or be suspended until further notice, and we're hopeful that we never have to put those industrial actions on as part of this campaign again. So as soon as you see our bulletin, it will be included on the bulletin that the industrial bans will be suspended. As I say, it's a sign of good faith. It's the Christmas period. We've got a good outcome. We've achieved what you wanted to achieve. You're not giving up anything at all in regard to any conditions. And we're very thankful for the Premier Daniel Andrews and his government to deliver what he committed to do prior to the election. So they need to be applauded that they've done this deal within 3 weeks. Thanks, everyone. It's probably a bit longer than we expected, but